What is up, friends? Jim Cornetti here with the JC24 Sports Note, and can you believe we are 2 days away from the start of the NFL playoffs? It only took 6 months, but we are finally here. The Super Wildcard round starts on Saturday with a host of games. There's quite a few on Sunday, and then for the first time ever, we get a playoff game on a Monday, which actually ends up screwing both teams in the end because then they have a short week. And if the Rams win that game, yeah, great. They get to, there's potential they get to host, barring what Tampa Bay does. But if the Cardinals, win, they actually have to go on the road 6 days later, which means they're going to lose a day or two of travel. But the key coming out of all of this is that the Tennessee Titans locked up the number one seed in the AFC with a 12-5 record, which you would have to be hard pressed to think of a year where a team only winning maybe 12 games like that would have the number one overall seed in the conference. But it seems a little different this year because there's that one extra game thrown in. 12-4 actually does sound a lot different than 12-5. But the key is right now with the Titans. The Titans are really kind of clicking on all cylinders, and they get the best player in the game back. By the time they have their opening round, by the time they have their divisional game in 2 weeks here, with the league now expanding to 7 teams per conference getting in. Naturally, the Titans and the Packers in the NFC are going to get the byes with their records. This actually means that the Titans are going to play either the Bengals or Raiders. They're going to play, or they could end up playing Pittsburgh or New England. And I'll tell you this much right now: there is no way in hell the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to get past the Kansas City Chiefs. And I would love to be able to see the Buffalo Bills just absolutely stomp the New England Patriots. Because quite honestly, who amongst us out there is wants to see the Patriots advance further in the playoffs again, even without Tom Brady there? But the thing is with the Titans again, clicking on all cylinders, great defense, finished sixth in the league in rushing, even without Henry out there. And keep in mind, Henry rushed for 937 yards in 8 games before going down with that fractured foot. 937 yards. There's some of the other backs, Taylor from the Colts ran away with the rushing title because the next closest guys behind him were 700 yards behind because Taylor played the entirety of the season, whereas Nick Chubb, of the Browns, who finished second, missed the better part of a month, if not a little bit more. And also Kevin Stefanski doesn't actually loves to abandon the run and doesn't actually know the concept of staying with your game plan when your team falls behind. But the Titans have not had this good of an opportunity. Granted, they were in the AFC title game against the Chiefs the year the Chiefs won the Super Bowl 2019, the last year before the pandemic. But let's also keep in mind that the last time that they had this good of a look, Jeff Fisher was the coach, and there's no more 7-9 bullshit going around with Fisher at this point at the helm. He's not even in football, and Mike Vrabel looks like he's going to be one of the next great coaches in this league. You keep in mind, guys, with this new young generation, guys like him, Matt LaFleur in Green Bay, the potential of Stefanski in Cleveland if they can actually right the ship after Baker Mayfield's injury. But look at look at the Titans top to bottom. Ryan Tannehill, winning comeback player of the year 2 years ago when they ran to the AFC title game against the Chiefs, came up short in that one. But this year it's different because all roads are gonna go through Tennessee. I don't think Kansas City really has the ability right now, as good as they are, to maybe able to three-peat. Their chances are much different if they have to go on the road to Nashville to play for the right to go to the Super Bowl. I don't see, again, I don't see New England getting past Buffalo. Buffalo going on the road would be a hell of a game, and wouldn't that actually be something great to watch? Is Buffalo and Tennessee for the right to go to the Super Bowl, where you're not talking Music City Miracle this time, where that again that one actually happened in a divisional round, but the stakes are that much higher because you got, the best running back in the game and one of the elite quarterbacks, in my opinion, in Josh Allen. And just with the way that Buffalo has kind of turned themselves around, a lot of people wrote Buffalo off when they actually started to have their slide, in New England went on their dramatic run. But now New England slipped back to the pack, and Buffalo is now looking to be a legitimate Super Bowl contender as well. But again, the problem is they still have to go through Nashville. So let me know what you guys think in there. Is there anybody in the AFC really outside of the Bills who can actually challenge for that? And if the Titans do get through, who are they going to end up matching up with? Hopefully, it's not Brady and the Bucks. Would Josh Allen against? I'm sorry. Would Tannehill against Aaron Rodgers be a great matchup? Would it be something where you would like to see a rematch of the last time the Titans were in the Super Bowl, if they were to match up against the Rams if they came out of the NFC? Except with the fact that it would be a Rams home game because it's being played at SoFi Stadium, where the Rams, host their games along with the LA Chargers. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and we will see you soon.